circle of rat back and I'm going and leaving tracks and mourning. And I don't give a crap whether you streaming, you torrent this. You can try to contest, but you'll be needing an army. Beat them in Normandy, current rappers eat to the warning stone.
Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. So CM Punk made a comment after all of the releases in WWE. To paraphrase what he said, is he said basically WWE is trash and that it's like a bad movie, but people watch it because people like movies or something to that effect. Now, whether his statement is true or false or not, you could toss that up any way you want to. I personally don't disagree. But my whole thing is CM Punk has been gone from WWE since 2014. He is like that bitch you broke up with who keeps following you around Facebook saying she don't really care, but she comments on everything that you do and she constantly talks about you. She talks about you to her friends. She talks about you to your friends. And every time you turn around, she's sneak dissing you. This dude is bitter. It's about time we put CM Punk in the same basket as Ryback and some of the other guys who just refuse to fucking move on. Move the fuck on, Phil. At some point, we have to actually just decide that what the fuck Phil says does not matter. Okay? Now, some people may think, oh, well, CM Punk, he was such a huge star. I'm like, really? Because I don't remember him lighting the world on fire as a WWE champion. I don't remember him selling a lot of shit. You know? He wouldn't have needed to beg and cry and whine to be the main event of WrestleMania if he was really that fucking good. He would have been the main event of WrestleMania, but he wasn't. He only got over because John Cena was willing to stand still and let him talk. That's it. That's how he got over. And, oh, he was a big star in Ring of Honor. Nobody was a big star in Ring of Honor. It's a fucking broom closet. There's a reason Ring of Honor has been the doldrums for over a decade. Phil is not fucking important outside of the goddamn bloggers and people who follow around all the shit that he says. Nobody cares about him. He had one hot promo his entire fucking career, and all of a sudden, this motherfucker is the last word on what's good in wrestling? Enough of this shit. No more of this. I'm the biggest CM Punk fan as everybody else, but goddamn, you gone. You know, he was humble as shit in UFC. He ain't say shit about them. Well, until he left, you know, after he got his wig rocked all those times. You know, then all of a sudden he was quiet as a church mouse. Then, he started talking shit a little bit later after, he was under the contract anymore and they wasn't giving him money to stand around and do nothing. I mean, UFC has been proven that you can be a job guy, a tomato can in UFC as long as you could talk up the fight. He couldn't even do that. Nobody believed him. His stance was shit. Why the fuck are we listening to fucking Phil Brooks? A guy who's been married for almost 10 years now with 0 kids. He's miserable. He's a dog dad. Fuck him. Why are we listening to him? We need to stop this shit. I don't even care what he says is true or not. And I actually believe it. It is true. But I get so tired of these people, man, trying to treat this dude like he's some fucking wrestling Jesus. Who the fuck cares about fucking CM Phil? Fuck him. Who gives a shit? We're done here, okay? He goes in the Ryback corner. He's bitter. He's full of shit. And he wants to be a bigger star than he really was. There's a reason why nobody's knocking down the doors to put Phil in anything. He has to scrap and find little things to do. Like he's got a little TV show or whatever. Okay, cool. If he's so fucking good, why isn't Hollywood breaking down the doors to get a hold of him? Why isn't anybody else throwing money at him? Why is it always fucking bloggers and Twitter bullshit with him? Why doesn't he have a fucking life? I don't get it. I don't get it. Move on, Phil. Go work somewhere else. If you're going to go work in AEW, please go do it. I think he's scared of getting embarrassed if he goes to AEW. That's what I think. He'd get exposed. What is he going to do? Talk about shit he used to do? Talk about who he used to be? Let's get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares, man. And it seems like everybody seems to think that this guy was fucking John Cena or like he was The Rock or something. Like, y'all are misremembering. Y'all are misremembering. Like, I used to argue with motherfuckers about CM Punk not filling up shows. and not being a huge star. Because I didn't care about ratings and shit then. I certainly don't give a fuck now. But he wasn't setting the world on fire. He probably sold a couple of t-shirts. And you probably remember one big match that he was in, the match with John Cena, and all his other matches with John Cena. Nobody else gave a fuck when he was wrestling Alberto Del Rio. Nobody gave a shit. There was a reason he was in the fucking middle of the show. He's a fucking upper middle card guy. That's who he is. Stop treating this dude like he's fucking Shawn Michaels or something. Enough. We're done with fucking Phil. He goes in the Ryback basket. He's a basket case. Everything he says is going to be negative. It's going to be full of shit, and people are going to blow it out of proportion and treat it like he actually knows what the fuck he's talking about. Dude ain't never ran dishwater. What the fuck did he know about running a wrestling company? He doesn't know shit. And I'm not even saying that he's wrong. Again, for the fourth time, I'm saying he's not wrong. That's not even the point here. My point is that he is supremely bitter. He is forever fucking negative. Anything he has to say about wrestling in general is fucking negative. It fucking sucks. I'm tired of that shit. I'm just so tired of it. And it's the only way he can get attention out here in the world is by talking shit about people who not thinking about him. That's the only way he can get attention for his stupid movies and his stupid TV shows or whatever the fuck he's doing. Who cares about CM Punk? We need to finally I know some people are listening to this are going to be fans. I was a fan too. I have the DVD box set. I got the little things that go around the wrist. I still got them in the package. I was a fan too. But bitter is bitter, dog. Just like Bret Hart when he was bitter as fuck. Just like the Ultimate Warrior when he was bitter as fuck. This dude is just bitter as shit. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bitter old ass wrestlers constantly feel a need to talk about shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. Just move on, dog. You know, this ain't your life anymore. It would make sense if you was, 6 or 7 months out of it. I'm actually kind of tired of Sin Cara too. He's another one. But, he hasn't been gone that long. He's been gone for about a year. And he was quiet for a long time, and then all of a sudden he just started to come out and just started saying shit. But, it's one thing for you to be in the midst of it and be bitter and angry and you just got released or you just got fired and you want to get it all off your chest. I get that. I can respect that. I'm cool with that. But this 4 years after the fact, 7 years after the fact shit, like, man, come on, dog. Get the fuck over it. You a jilted lover at that point, dog. you just mad she cheated on you at that point, bro. Hang it up. Nobody should hold grudges that long.